Good morning, and I hope everybody had a happy Easter. This is my first day back after the school holidays, because I took the 2 weeks off because I've got 3 wildly crazy kids. Now, what I'm coming to you guys for is winter is coming. We all know that. Yes, that's a pun intended with Game of Thrones. If any of you are big fans of that, so am I. Now, my biggest thing is it's cold, it's wet, it's winter. There's nothing worse than trying to dry a dog and it's standing here shivering. Now, I've got a heater in here because I'm fully enclosed, but I know some of you guys have open trailers and things like that. I just want to give you some little helpful hints on drying the dogs, especially in the winter time. There's a couple different things. One, chamois. Okay, regular car chamois. You can go to the automotive section and get any chamois. Does not need to be the expensive, actual real chamois. The fake ones are just fine. This happens to be a workout brand chamois that was given to me by somebody because it says it's cooling. Well, that's also a lie, because all chamois, once you get them wet, especially in the summertime, they are cooler than most other things. That's what a lot of cool coats are, or cool pads, for dog shows. If any of you guys are dog show people, don't go spend a lot of money on that stuff. Just go get the cheap $3-4 chamois. And you see, this isn't very big, okay, but it's big enough, because what you can do, I don't think you guys can see it, you can wring it out, okay, and then go right back to drying the dog. Now, the way a chamois should be used is you put it on and you kind of push and squeeze. Don't towel dry. No, the chamois don't work that way. So you can take it and you can squeeze. Now, I've already done him once, and the more you do this, the more water you're going to get off. You saw me wring all that water out. I can wring more out because I got that much more off of him. So, just by taking this back and squeezing, you can get a dog quite towel dry, so that when you're drying, you're not going to spend so much time drying it. Now, the other thing is I've got many of these chamois. This one they get washed all the time. You can throw them in the wash, no big deal. The thing is don't put them in the dryer. Just wash it and pull it out and it's going to get hard and crunchy and everything like that. When you get ready for the first day of the use, you just put it under the water, get it wet, wring it out, and then it's ready for you. Now, I do use one chamois for most of my dogs. The only exception to that is if it gets dirty. If it gets a dog that has really funny skin, I'm worried about contagious transfers and things like that, then I won't use it. I'll just simply use a towel. So, put that aside. The next thing is, there's a couple different size towels that I have. Now, one of my best friends, I had 3 children, are the diaper towels, the diaper cloths. So you can go get these at like your Big W in packs of 12, or you can get the really big fluffy ones. There's, I think, only 8, but $25 for 12 of them. That's not bad, and I just do this so that I can tell what sizes are what when I'm grabbing them out of a bucket. These are perfect for your little dogs, like anything Shih Tzus, Smalls. I did used to use these on these until I was really lucky, and I had a Big 4 caravan park that's in my town in Hay. I used to do their legato every week. Zoe, I don't know if I've done a video with her or not, but they gave me all of their old used towels because they can't do anything. After a while, they have to get rid of them. So that's the other thing, is go to your local hotels and motels that are in your town and ask, do they have any towels that they're going to throw away or give away or whatever. You can get some nice big towels for next to nothing. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to wrap a dog for towel drying. It works with small dogs and big dogs. Okay, so what I'm going to show you, so when you're in a trailer, like I said, he's not really shaking so much. I've got a heater on in here, so it's nice and warm and toasty. I think our high is only going to be about 16. So it's chilly outside. But as you see, it's nice and toasty in here. Now, come here, Louie. So what we are going to do, so this is how you're going to wrap a dog. So towel drying, you can do this on your shave down dogs. So one of these other times I will show you a video of how to get into a routine when you have like multiple dogs, like in a shop. This is what I used to do in my shop when we had short-haired dogs and things like that, just to save some time on drying. And I didn't want to have all these fans going, or you don't have access to fans. So you see that I've draped that towel over him. You take one side of it and pull it across his chest. This other half, okay, you're going to wrap it up underneath. Now I just pretty much have the back corner. So I only have the back corner of this towel. Okay? Because that's about what you're going to be able to get pulled over. And you take this corner. If the dog is small enough, you can meet the two. Come here, Louie, turn. You can meet the two right here and conjoin them. He's a bit bigger than that. Now, these are, we probably all have these. These are big ones. I got several different sizes, depending on what size dog ears or things I'm pulling out. I call them hemostats. You guys are probably going to call them mosquito something. From working in the vets here, I hear them say, oh, grab the mosquito ones or whatever because they're curved. It doesn't really matter if they're curved or whatever. You can even get away with grabbing big paper clips. If I take it down, my sheet's going to fall and blind you guys. I don't think I have another one in here. But you can get those. Anything to clamp these towels down. So you just squeeze it down. Do I have another one up here? Or is it in here? I didn't even unlock my doors. There's my other one. Of course, when I want it, I can't find it. There it is. So what this is towel drying. Now also, it's going to keep him from curling up too bad, at least on his main body part, for the sake that I'm not really shaving him. I'm doing more of a tidy up. He's got some long hairs because he's a golden doodle. He's got some long hairs from the golden part of him that's growing faster than all the undercoat that he's got. Now, the other thing is happy hoodies, okay? None of you guys have ever heard. They come in two sizes. They do come in like an extra large ones for like your big mastiffs. These fit like cats, Shih Tzu, poodles. You can put them on medium-sized dogs. I have gotten away with putting this on a Shih Tzu. It just is really big and long. So this is called a happy hoodie. If you can get them, they're wonderful. I have 2 dry cotton balls. Now, he's got a little bit of an ear infection, and if my stuff was here, I ran out of it, I would be putting Lisa's Miracle Ear Wash, drenching one of these and shoving it in the ear that is infected, because it just helps clean it out and helps dry it out. It also helps treat that for them, because I've rinsed his ear out with the Gayu. We're already treating it. It's already infection. Putting water and the Gayu down in there isn't going to hurt anything, okay? It's going to clean it out. When you get water in the ears, what happens is if they're already dirty, they don't get cleaned out, that is when the bacteria and yeast and everything just build up. So there's nothing wrong with getting water in the ear as long as you dry it. There's a couple different things you can do. Okay, if you know you got water in it, and I'm going to try to, there you go, Aqua Ear. You can go to the supermarket and get that. I put a few drops in there, and then I'll put this in there. It gets a little warm. They might shake their head for a little bit. That's pretty normal because it's helping drying everything out. It's also kind of sometimes, not every time, helps treat some acute ear infections. So he's probably going to cry when I do this. I know, but I'm sorry. So what we're doing, we're putting a dry cotton ball in there. I know, good boy. To help absorb some more of that water and stuff like that. So, and if you have a nervous dog or something like that, this also helps muffle the, muffle it. happy hoodie goes on just like that. So it's also like a snood. Okay, you guys have ever heard of those? I tuck his ears in those. So he's gotten cotton balls in his ears, which helps absorb the water. He's got a happy hoodie on, which is going to keep those cotton balls in there. And then on the beneficial part, it tones it down. It's like putting earmuffs on. I know not every dog I'm doing this on, but winter time is coming up, and so this is kind of what I do to really get my dogs dry and things like that. So now that I've got him all geared up, I get my headphones on and I start drying. I have a habit of starting back here in the back and working my way forward. But this is just my little tip for you guys to help try to keep the dog a little bit warmer when it's cold in your shop or cold in your trailer or something like that. And this is going to help dry the dog a little bit faster. On top of the fact that you're using all your sprays, Nagayu, special drying shampoo or sprays and anything like that, this is also going to help. Now, this isn't going to dry him so much that I'm not going to be able to get these curls dry. What's going to happen is they're going to dry to a certain point, but then the towel's going to be wet and keep the curls damp for me so that I can finish drying them. This is the big trick that I used to do with Atom, my standard poodle, when I was showing him with all that show coat. I was just wrapping him with towels so that it absorbed all the water that I could possibly do, so I wasn't spending 4 hours drying him. And yes, it can take up to 4 hours to dry him, especially depending on the condition of the air and things like that. I find when it rains, it's even worse to try to dry a dog, especially in a trailer. If you could see in my trailer already, I've already got condensation going, so I'm going to have to turn my AC unit on. Not for AC, but for dehumidifying. So it's also duals as a dehumidifier, even though I have a heater going, because I'm going to have to turn that off in order to turn this on, and my dryer, because I can't run with my heater and the dryer at the same time. But the dryer already kind of heats up for me, so it acts as a heater in between times. So those are just my little tips when it comes to drying a dog in the wintertime in the moist air that we got. I hope this helps and you guys can get to work. So I know I do.